Hi everyone, welcome to the tutorial on ngSpice. This is a mixed mode circuit simulator. ngSpice can be used for the simulation of both passive and active circuits by using the SPICE, or you can call it as a netlist. In this tutorial, I am going to simulate a basic form of CMOS circuit. This is a basic form of an inverter with PMOS and NMOS as the devices. The width of PMOS is 3.6 micrometer and the width of NMOS is 1.8 micrometer. The length of the PMOS and NMOS is 0.18 micrometer. This is the VDD and this is the ground with input in and out. For the input, we are providing a pulse input. So I'll try to define this particular circuit in terms of a circuit netlist. So try to open a empty file, empty notepad file or a text document. The first statements indicate that it is a name of the file or what type of analysis you are going to perform. The second statement includes the model library path where it is stored, TSMC 0.18 micrometer technology, and the option temp, that means it is simulated at a temperature of 27 degree. I will try to define the VDD and ground first. So I will write the SPICE statements. V power is connected between VDD and 0, which is a ground with a value of 1.8 volt. The second statement is V ground. You can name this as VSS, which is a 0 value. Next, define the transistors. To define the transistor, you can use this syntax. So you can give any name like MP0 or M1, M2 like that. To define this, first you have to see this: drain, gate, source, bulk. So that is the format. The drain of PMOS is connected to the out. Out is the drain, in is the gate, and what is the source? Source is nothing but VDD, and the substrate is also tied to the source, so its value is also VDD. Then give the model file name that is stored in the TSMC file. Then define the width as 3.6 micrometer and length is equal to 0.18 micrometer, 0.18 micrometer. Similarly, you can define the NMOS using the same statement, that is, first is drain. The drain is connected to the out. Next, gate, then source and bulk. So that like that, your VSS will be the source and again VSS will be your bulk. The model file name is CMOS N with a width is equal to 1.8 micrometer and length is equal to 0.18 micrometer. So in this fashion you have to declare drain, gate, source, we have a gate missing here, gate, drain, gate, source, bulk or substrate, then the technology file name with width and length. Once these are defined, you have to define what is the input. What is the input? Here Vin is the input taken, that is connected between in and 0, which is a pulse of value. You can see this. The minimum value is 0, maximum value is 1.8, and the initial delay between the axis is 100 picoseconds. Then we have a rise time of 50 picoseconds for both fall time as well, and the width of the pulse is 200 picosecond. The total pulse width is 500 picosecond. So I am writing that into statements. Minimum value is 0, maximum value is 1.8 volts with a delay from the axis is 100 picoseconds, and rise time delay is 50 pico, fall time delay is also 50 pico, then 200 picoseconds is the pulse width, and the duration of the pulse is 500 pico. In this way you can define the input. Next, go to the analysis. I am performing the transient analysis from 3 picoseconds to 600 picoseconds. Then use the dot control statements, that is control, then use the run command to plot what you want to plot, in and out. These are the two things which I want to plot. Then end this control statement by using end C. Finally end the program by using dot end. You can go to the file, save as, choose the path where I want to store. So you can remember this, C spice64 bin. In that, select all files first before you give the name. Give the name as inverter dot sp, that is spice file, or you can use dot car. Both forms can work here in the ngSpice. So I'll use dot sp as the extension, inverter dot sp. Save it. The file is saved. Now go to the same path of C spice64 bin and invoke this ngSpice. Invoke, then give the file inverter.sp. Locate that by using source inverter.sp to view the results. So these are the result. So how this is obtained is, you can see the graph plot. If I want to change the background color, I can directly do it in the programming within the control statements. I can set the color of, you can use set COU color 0 is equal to white. So this is for background color, to change black to white. Then you can use the similar command, set color 1 is equal to black. You can check this by saving. Save this. You can use, see, if this particular engine is open, what you have to do is use arrow key, up arrow key, to load the file. Source, again typing is not essential, use enter, that's all, or arrow key and then enter. Now the background color has changed. Now you can change the color of these waveforms as well. You can change the colors of the waveforms. So you can use the similar command, set color 2 equal to red, and since there are two waveforms, you can change the color 3 as blue. And finally you can set the width of the pulse, that is the brush width, x brush width of the trace to be precise, is equal to 3. If I save this now and run this command again from this engine, it is the changed version. It is the changed version. Similarly, you can plot the DC as well, DC characteristics. So before that, you disable this particular command by using the asterisk, then write dot DC vin is the input that is varied from 0 to maximum of 1.8 volt in steps of 0.1 milli. Save this file. Again go to this particular ngSpice window and use the up arrow key, then hit enter. So you can see the input and output variations. Now to see at what location it is located, you can zoom it by using right click and drag this symbol. So it opens a one more window to see where it is meeting. So you can, if you click on this left click, you can have the coordinates of this. You can have the coordinates of this. Similarly, you can zoom it further by using your right click and zoom it. It opens one more waveform. So like that, it opens many waveform. You can calculate the delays as well for this particular circuit. So use this asterisk to disable the DC and enable this. Save and run the command again. It opens the one more window. So you can see this. In order to estimate the fall time delay, first TPLH at a 50% duty cycle, you have to estimate it. So what you have to do is, see, maximum potential applied is 0 to 1.8. Half of that is 0.9. So it lies in between 0.9 and 1. I'll use a right click and draw a box around this. So it opens a color, opens one more window. At this location, it is 0 point, it has crossed. So I'll do one more thing. I'll use one more zoom in to estimate that at this location maybe precisely it is going around and I have crossed that limits. So just I will take a larger width so that I'll find the 0.90. You just use a left click on this to estimate the node voltage at this point. So you can see X value as 1.25. Similarly, you can click on blue tracer as well at this 0.90. So you can see that it is around. The difference between these two, that means the difference between this point and this point will give you the fall time delay. Similarly, you can find the rising delay for this at the same process at 0.9 voltage, that is a half 50% duty cycle. Use the right click and draw a box around that value. So it opens a one more window. What you have to do is just click on this. It will give you one value, X value. Similarly, you click on the blue trace. It also gives the difference between this. So you can note the difference. This is around 3.75. This is around 3.96. The difference between these will give you the rise time. Once you know the rise time and fall time, you can calculate the propagation delay for this. Similarly, you can plot the power of this, or I'll use one more plot here, command or plot I of V power. What is the current that is coming from the V power? So save this particular file, then run this again. using the same command source inverter.sp. If I hit it, it gives me the power or current plot. You can see this. So maximum how much you can estimate. So it is around, you can see by vertical distance you can see the value, maximum value as 331, around micro or milliwatts, you can see that. And similarly for this part also you can estimate the sorry, it is in currents, microamps, it is in microamps, sorry. So like that, by double clicking on this, you can estimate the value of the current that is flowing through the circuit. So this is regarding how you perform the simulation, that is the CMOS circuits, especially for this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Thanks.